Hey guys, welcome back to this channel for another edit breakdown. The last one I did had a really good response and I've just finished a video that I'm absolutely really stoked with. So if you haven't seen the video already, I'll roll it now for you. I said the Joker is a wanted man. He makes a way all across the land. I see him sifting out through the sand. So I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief in the night. What you say when you wanna know? You get the feeling coming after the go. The bag of money is a movie star. So I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief in the night. Always living in the midst of power. Always living in the minute hour. There's always sweet and sour. So we are not going home. Can you see the Joker flying over? And she's standing in the field of clover, watching out every day. What would happen if it took her away? See the Joker is a wanted man who makes a way all across the land. See him sifting through the sand. Oh, we are not going. We are not
As well, come on, Coffs Harbour. Got that good sportsmanship. And that's a wrap for the 2020 Blue Ribbon Stadium Motocross. Thank you each and every one of you for coming out.
That was it. What'd you think? Let me know down in the comments. Let's jump into it. I'll talk you through how it came about, how the timelines worked out, the song, all those nitty-gritty details. It was about a 14-hour filming day to get all this footage. So it was a big day, but really stoked with the outcome. And just a shout out to Jacob Hannes, who also shot a majority of this footage used in this video. It was a video that I'm really stoked on the outcome, had a lot of good feedback, and that gets me really hyped up, especially when I make something that I put a lot of time and effort into, and I'm actually really happy with the outcome. So felt really creative and really enjoyed the process of making this one. It took me about 8 hours to edit, but overall it doesn't really matter how long it takes you as long as you're happy with the outcomes. So we'll jump on into the laptop here and I'll talk you through this timeline. As I've said in a previous video, I'm a relatively clean editor, so I really do enjoy the process of having like an aesthetically pleasing timeline. The song I used for this is Wolf Mother, Joker and the Thief, the Final Hour remix. So I found that on SoundCloud and what a sick song, am I right? So we jump back to the start. In this nested sequence here, we have an Essential Graphics title, which I bought and downloaded. Have a whole lot of them. I might do a video on Essential Graphics down the line. Life-changing kind of stuff, I tell ya. Don't know how I ever made titles myself in After Effects prior to knowing how to use Essential Graphics. So that's that, just nested it because I changed the duration, and this whole video is edited to the beat, which makes it so much more satisfying to watch. Up here you can see that title comes in, and then on the first beat of the music we have that shot. No change in title, it's just the emphasis of the shot coming up, setting the scene and really showing where we are. So we're in Coffs Harbour, here's a more longer panning hold shot of the track that we're at, and then we jump into the action side of things. So this is a pretty fast-paced section that cuts to the beat at the start, and then have a hold. You can see down here, the break in the song just went a little bit too long for my liking. So what I did is I found the point in the break where it matched. So like the drag of the sound matched the other drag of the sound, cut it down the middle, and then constant powered them together, which is a Command-Shift-D if you're on a Mac. By constant powering together, it's kind of like, it brings this side clip and this side clips together and just like intertwines them together so they merge into one track sort of thing. Got a hold clip there, and jump back into the fast-paced stuff. Cut on every beat of the song. You see down here that my cuts line up with the raised audio levels in the song. Really nice shallow depth of field in this shot, and then boom, on the beat. So you see that the way this was intentionally done, but as the riders in the clip kick their Kickstarter, it changes on the beat, which is just a nice added touch that sometimes works out. The way I thought of it was a tension building. So like when you start your bikes, you know something's going to happen. But then the way the song works, I was able to slow it back down again. So it's sort of a rise. So by them starting their bikes, you think something's going to happen. There's going to be revs or a gate drop or something like that. But then by bringing it back down again to real slow motion vibes, it's kind of a hype builder in a sort of sense. It's a little bit more emphasis building at the start. So this whole intro is about 22 seconds before you actually see any bikes on track. It's all about building the expectation of what's about to come. You know that there's going to be sick motorbike footage. You know that there's going to be a beat drop somewhere, and you know that it's going to be cool, but you just got to make them wait for it sometimes. Just make your audience wait, and they're going to want it a lot more. And there, slow-mo clip that's been speeded up. So you can see down here 586.3% of its normal speed. So it was a super slow motion clip, and I sped it up for the point of this video. Dropped the opacity, put the event logo on top, and boom, to black. So you can see down here in the audio waves that the song basically goes to nothing. It goes to a very slow riser. So this line here, this riser, allowed me to once again build the emphasis. You know with the riser in the song that something's about to happen, and that would be, in this context, a gate drop. So we go to black, everyone's like, what's going to happen next? It's just basic techniques of filmmaking. So what's going to happen next? Then you hear the music, slowly come up, beat drop, footage comes back in right there, and slow-mo shot to start. And with this slow-mo shot, I could have gone a really loud gate drop with audio and things like that, but I think the emphasis with slow motion and motocross footage just really highlights the technique and the skills that these riders have. Still editing on the beat, that was a cool shot that I really liked. Something else I wanted to point out is that I've used a lot of time remapping in this. If you pay attention really closely, you'll notice the time remapping. See how he goes slow, then as this speeds up, he goes to fast. That's a bit quicker. That's slow. That's got time remap too. You can also see down here. Let me know if you're interested in my time remapping technique. All it is just a little time remapping there. So it goes from slow to fast. And then, always need a crash in there somewhere. Slow to fast again, more time remapping. Fast to slow to fast. Fast here, slow down here with the drop in the time remap. Yep, now we bring in a bit of audio. So down here, this is the sound of motorbikes. That's the first actual sound clip that I've got, and we're a minute in. So that was just a technical choice. Again, adds to the build, adds to the tension, and then you actually start to see some motorbikes throughout the rest of the video. Back to the slow motion. Can't deny my love for slow motion motorbike clips. More slow motion. Sick shot of Connor blasting away a berm. And then here, okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is a strobe effect that I used based on the way the music beated. So if I just play the music here with this while you see the timeline, you'll see what I've done. So what this here, so this has a strobe light overlay on it as well as a grunge overlay. So I'll show you this clip without any effects. What I've done a lot of in here is work with blending modes. Now, just for a little bit extra emphasis, we'll put the grunge on. As you can see, that pops up there. This is a very layered editing sequence. That's why I nested it. And then we'll throw the strobe on there. There was that. That took me a while, but I really think that Probably should come with an epilepsy warning, but I really think it adds depth to the whole video. I wish I could have carried, one thing that I wish is that I could have carried that theme with the grunge and the light leaks over more throughout the video, but you know, the song didn't really lend itself to any more moments of tension like that. Keep going through the timeline. Basically just more time remapping, slow to fast motion movements, a little bit of a mixture of both. Now we get into the seniors, so we get into the real fast guys, the pros. It kind of ups in intensity a little bit, the whole video. The way I think of this video is all about capturing it from the perspective of the audience and really showing people who didn't come what they missed out on. This is one part that I wanted to point out, so I'll just play it quickly for you. Now see how the song had another riser, so it lent itself to slow motion and then instant fast pace. So that's what I've done here with a gate drop. So it's slow, 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 nothing's happening in the song, and then boom. As soon as the gate drops, as soon as the music rises, you can see the audio level here, so does the pace of the video. And then from this point to the end of the video, the song's pretty action-packed. So I bring in some bike sounds, some more fast speed, and really try and play off what the song kind of offers. In these 3 clips here, we've got a little bit more emphasis building. Riders on the start line mean that there's a race coming soon, so... What I've done down here is that in my video clip I had a bit of audio from the commentator speaking, so pulling that out, just that really adds that extra depth to the video. It's just a slow cross dissolve from the last clip of the video to the sponsor's end card and then into my logo at the end. So that is a timeline, a 2-minute and 32-second video breakdown. Up here I just want to run through the colouring that I did. So I used the Lumetri Colours tab up the top here and just used a high contrast LUT from a pack that I own. And yeah, let me just show you a little bit without that. See the difference in the contrast and the colouring of the whole thing as soon as I turn that LUT off. So that's natural footage, LUT footage, natural footage with the LUT. There we have it. That's a breakdown of my latest edit, the 2020 Coffs Harbour Stadium MX official video. Really hope you enjoyed that. I also want to throw a quick shout out to the Build Your Brand Facebook community. So I've started a platform where I can share free tips like this for you with inside a community on Facebook. It's called Build Your Brand, social media hacks for business owners. Now, if you're a business owner or you're someone who wants to be an influencer or a brand ambassador that really wants to level up their content and social media game, jump into that group. I'll put a link in the description. Join us, come share. I go live 3 days a week and talk about things like this. Talk about social media marketing, paid advertising, ways to generate leads online, and also gain brand exposure. So if that's something that interests you, come and have a chat with us. And if it's not your cup of tea, I'll see you back soon for more videos like this.